Hello and welcome to another episode of CBD Genie. We have another tasting session with a little bit of drink. So let's get started. My name is Matt.
And I'm Jonathan.
And it's Cannabrew.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, we're very excited. Elliot from Cannabrew sent us some samples to test. So we thought we'd do this on camera, give you a little bit of a feel of what's on offer.
There's another video a little earlier where we tasted some wine, Rebel wine. There aren't that many companies across the UK with CBD drinks. There were some, but obviously the FSA listing has taken those out, and there's a few left. And Cannabrew is one of the survivors of that sort of purge, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I have to say, Jonathan, being something of more of a beer drinker than me, has been so excited about this. He's been beside himself.
Well, and so yes, what's on offer from Cannabrew? They've got everything from not alcohol free, but it's a 0.5% alcohol. I don't know where the borderline is where you can call it alcohol free. probably zero.
To be honest,
free,
it's not really a technicality.
I know,
is it?
but pretty much most of the beers you see on the shelves are 0.5. But anyway, they've got a 0.5 bitter there. They've got a lager, 4.5%, an IPA, again at 4.5%, and then they've got a cider at 4% in strength. So yeah, we're going to get an opportunity to taste all of these.
You've got a plan, haven't you? You've got a rotation plan here. You want to
it's
start
about
with
going with the flavour wise. Yeah. So CBD wise, what have we got there? Content.
Okay, yes. CBD wise, yeah. CBD, you get wrapped up in the fact it's beer, you forget about the CBD. So it's broad spectrum CBD, and you've got 15 milligrams per can.
Yeah.
And interestingly, we asked the question to Elliot at Cannabrew in the same way that we did with Rebel Wine about mixing CBD with an alcoholic drink, because when this was first highlighted, we were like, oh, okay, how does that work? And it's the same with Cannabrew. The answer's pretty much the same as it was from Rebel Wine, that the CBD aids towards that sense of relaxation. So if you're drinking a beer in the evening or during, in the afternoon, or you just want to chill a little bit, then that CBD is just enhancing that sense of relaxation. So maybe with, as Rebel Wine said, it kind of makes you feel you've had one glass, you might not need to have a second. Maybe your beer is, one can is just enough to take that edge off, and you don't need any more.
No.
Or not.
Or maybe we'll find out.
But yeah, so there is a good reason for mixing the CBD with the beer. For that, but
we'll find out more as we probably drink more.
Yes. Yeah, and we are. It'd be great if you could subscribe and like and follow us, because we will be following this up fairly shortly with an interview with Elliot at Cannabrew. So that'll be posted here, and we'll
probably find some proper information about.
We'll grill him and pump him for information. Yes.
Yeah, indeed. So the idea was we were going to start with the light one, which is their Hops and Sunshine IPA, the 0.5%. I better do it that way. Lively. Did not expect. These have obviously been shipped to us, and probably slightly.
But they've been sitting there overnight. Well, that is
Anyway.
Okay.
We've got a taster of there, and what's not there is on the table.
Right. Okay.
But and actually, I've more recently had quite a number of the sort of alcohol-free beers. So sometimes I quite like them. If particularly if you're going out and you don't feel like drinking.
Fruity smell.
Yeah, it's quite. And that is nice. It does have a hoppy and zestiness to it.
It has got.
It is very, very hoppy
and very tangy.
I think it is quite an intense hoppiness to it.
That's actually more intense flavour going on there than I thought there was going to be.
Which probably not surprisingly, it's called Hops and Sunshine.
Mm.
It's got that, and it's I think that's it. If you like hoppy type of beers.
We've kept them cool, but we haven't had them in the fridge. I think for me, imagining that just a little bit chilled down.
Yeah,
nice.
no, I think they are better chilled. I think
yeah,
they definitely
yeah.
are better.
But it's
Particularly
flavoursome, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. And actually, it's one of those things that I think you could drink this just, if you're a beer drinker anyway, I think it's still, you're still getting enough of the quality of the beer. I think I've found from some of the other alcohol-free beers or very low alcohol beers, they can often have a real sweetness to them.
This isn't sweet.
Which
it's
no,
fruity.
exactly.
It's got a fruitiness to it, but
So,
I wouldn't call it sweet.
No, not at all. No, it's the hoppiness. It's a dry flavour.
It's nice.
Yep, very good, very good. And I think these retail about $3.99 a can.
You're not tasting the CBD.
No, it's not got the flavour of it, so it's.
No, I don't know if they say whether you can taste it or not, but certainly there's no hempiness there at all, is there? But they use an oil. They use a broad spectrum oil to add to it, so maybe you wouldn't expect. Maybe
is it an oil? It may be maybe more water soluble. It must be water soluble then, I guess.
But it does say CBD oil on the website.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well that's very nice.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the lager next.
Well, you can open it, but I'm gonna.
Can I open it
Don't
near
open
you?
it towards me. Open. Okay.
Okay. Oh, clean glass. Clean glass.
Let's put that one there, shall we?
There we go. Actually, I don't know why it was the alcohol-free sort of exploded on us a bit.
Yeah, it was a bit of a...
So we'll have a taste of this one, and then we'll have to have a quick swap over while we do a quick glass clean.
Craft lager, 4.5%, 15 milligrams CBD. I have to say, actually, lovely branding from Cannabrew. Really, really nice.
Yeah, they've gone for just a real different personality for each of the drinks, haven't they?
Yeah. So craft lager we got here, haven't we?
And interesting, you notice straight away compared to the real probably sharper hoppiness of this. This has obviously got a far more. It's a more rounded. It is sweeter, slightly sweeter.
We say this.
To it.
We say this whenever we do a tasting. Our commentary, our comments on it are personal, so shouldn't be taken as negative to the company because
this generally should be ignored. Probably,
this is good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Should be ignored. Yeah. I mean, this I liked. I've got to say this.
The proper like. Is that the alcohol side of it? Do you wonder?
Oh, it's interesting. I don't know.
But sometimes that's it. Does it give it a rounder flavour? I think it's always a challenge getting a really nice flavoured.
I'm not keen on lagers that are particularly fizzy. And this isn't. This is very, very nice.
It is actually, like I say, because sometimes they can be so gassy. It can end up being quite acidic. But yeah, not at all.
Oh, I like
that.
That is very, very nice indeed.
Yeah.
Well, I highly recommend that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're drinking it for the CBD, great. That's just a nice. Well, that's a nice tasting lager.
But I think that's what we're talking about, similar to the wine, isn't it? And obviously, why you probably don't have a flavoured CBD in it is the fact that it'd be even more of a challenge trying to get the flavour profile right. But yes, you are getting a really nice lager. You are getting the benefit of the CBD in. I say we'll put a link below to go to Cannabrew and check them out for yourselves.
I think the heritage is interesting. Elliot, the website does say that Elliot is a former semi-professional rugby player. So this was obviously in his ecosystem way before he started.
Come from someone who's probably tasted a lager or two in his life.
Well, let's just say the two go hand in hand, don't they? Yeah, very good.
Lovely. That's actually it's a very nice, very easy drinking lager. Happily drink that.
Definitely recommend that. Very interested to try this because this is going to have a bit more punch, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So we're just going to take a quick break to clean the glasses. We'll be back in just a moment. And quick as you like, we're back. Yes, we have clean glasses.
Yeah, ready to go on round two.
Probably should have had more glasses in the first place, and a little bit of a
tidy up
sponge. Yes.
Right.
So we're going now for this one.
Yeah, which is
carry on. I'm not going anywhere near them. They're like hand grenades popping off, aren't they?
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
This is actually, I'm very much looking forward to this. It is their Sesh IPA, 4.5%.
Yeah, I like that
I'm a
as
bit
well.
more of a bitter drinker, I suppose, overall.
So you're saving not quite because we're keeping the cider.
Another
one.
No, it's actually it is calm. It's relaxed.
Okay, that's good.
It's still a very pale in colour, still, as it would be IPA, pale ale.
There we go. Can you hold that
There
up?
we go.
Sort of. Yeah.
I can smell that. Remember if that. That smells good.
Oh, that's
Oh, this definitely has got a bit of fruity citrusness to it.
I'm saying, you can smell the fruit.
Mmm. Oh yes.
Oh, that's actually very nice.
I could get into that.
Yeah. Oh, Oh,
that seems to be more hitting the spot for you.
This. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I guess that's at the heart of it. What it's all going to be about, isn't it? It's actually at the end of the day, they've got to be great tasting beers or wines or whatever you put in CBD into it. You can't use the CBD to cover the fact that you actually haven't got a good tasting product.
No, because then you're just drinking it as if it was medicine.
Yeah. Rather than enjoying it.
Yeah. No.
Beer.
This I liked. I'm quite happy to drink that. This I thought was very nice.
I just think that's got
this
a more...
is the winner chicken dinner, isn't it? I mean, this is the...
it has got a... Yeah. And I guess I'm probably a little bit like you. I've probably got a less discerning palate when it comes to lagers, but actually a really nice, really smooth lager like that. This, it's got a nice light IPA feel, but it has got that fruity citrusness to it.
Yeah, definitely recommend this if you want a nice... a mellow citrus fresh session IPA with light blackcurrant undertones made with certified CBD oil.
Wow.
Yes. Here's a few things we should mention. All of their products are vegan.
Yes.
Worth mentioning because, there's a large section of people that are vegan now. 0% THC, as we said, it's broad spectrum, so there's no THC there. And they're paying attention to the environment and sustainability. So every case sold plants 2 trees with ecology. I can never know how do they say it. Ecology.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a real problem with that one. I don't. I've been there before. Ecology. Yeah, I see it and I want to say
weird.
It wrong. But yes. Well, not much else to say about that, is there?
No.
I've said it really.
It's
the
good.
Important bits. Vegan.
It's
they
good.
plant trees.
And I think it's when you are just I'll join. When you are just having it, just like a single can or a couple of cans or whatever, it's nice to have actually a really nice and distinctive and flavourful beer. So I might.
10 out of 10.
Anyway, as I say,
that's very nice.
Go and you can buy these as individual cans, can't you? And as well as
you can, or in cases,
packs of
cases 6. They do. I think they do gift packs as well,
right?
Or they do mixed. So you can have like a variety pack. They also, rather interestingly, do. They call them ugly cans. So any cans they've got that are damaged, dented,
there's another one here.
They haven't got any stickers on, but this one's got a little dent on it. And you can buy the damaged cans. For £1.50 a can, I think.
Yeah, less than half the price.
But I think they send you a box, but you don't know what's going to be in it. So I think that's a really good deal.
Well, and it's a great to make sure they don't just chuck them as well.
Absolutely, 100%. Too many companies are throwing stuff out that doesn't need to be. So have a look at their ugly offering. I like that.
Lovely.
Okay, so
right. Let's move on to our final one.
I think we're going to be arguing over who takes one.
Which is their Cloud Apple Cider, at 4%.
This is an interesting one because you tend to find people are cider drinkers only.
Yeah. Although in the summer or out, I'll often if I find it for me if I'm just going to have just an odd pint or something like that. Sorry, do you want some? I do find ciders very refreshing.
Yeah, they do need to be cool. So I don't know if we've got this cold enough, but this isn't. This is 4%. Still 15 milligrams of CBD
across the board.
British apples, natural and refreshing to unwind.
It is very
a bit ahead of me there. Let's have a go.
Very appley. I guess the thing is probably not a good combination to have the beer straight afterwards because the ciders do come across as sweeter then, don't they?
Well, they do. Now, I'm thinking my wife would like that. So she'd probably think, I'll have the cider.
Yeah.
But she likes dry cider, not sweet. This is quite sweet. Do you not think?
But I wonder whether I wonder whether that's just a contrast against that. So
it's actually very nice.
it is very nice, but I probably
I
still
lean
would put it.
towards a drier cider.
But
myself.
I think this is definitely more medium, isn't it? In terms of the sweet.
Yeah, as you say, it's a bit tricky to say after we've just had that, but it's not dry.
No, it's not.
So it's either medium or sweet.
Yeah.
We'll try the other can without having had anything else.
But hey, all good.
That's nice. I wouldn't complain about it. It's very, very nice.
But it's all down to your personal taste, isn't it? And what it is you like to drink. But I think it's a really interesting area. This idea of mixing beers with CBD, wines with CBD. So we'd love to know if anybody's out there has actually tried these drinks themselves, see what they've experienced with it.
What we're looking at here is interesting. I think is interesting in that where the CBD market is going further down the road in years to come, and how far CBD will become much more of a sort of recognised shelf ingredient on all kinds of foodstuffs.
Right.
Where almost the population is having CBD
in some form
or another on a regular basis just through their food.
Well, I guess like everybody looks at supplements, isn't it? Of thinking, okay, generally we've got deficiencies like in vitamin D or some of vitamin C at sometimes. As to say, actually,
can't really
the body
call this
is such a natural.
It's okay. I'm going to have my supplement in the morning with
kick off
breakfast. I'm going to kick off with beer and cider.
I really need to get 30 milligrams in as soon as possible, so I need to kick off the day like that.
Yeah, put it over your straw, over your cornflakes.
Well, much as we talk about the idea of using that combination of different things. Normally, we're talking about having drops of oil and having gummies, but in the course of a day or a week, mixing it in with a bit of CBD in different ways.
Well, yeah, and in terms of this, I mean, this is near as damn it. It's a soft drink. I mean, 0.5%.
Yeah,
it's not much of a. I mean, they can't make any changes because of the FSA rules at the moment, but it's only a nudge to take that to 100% zero alcohol. 100% zero alcohol.
Yeah, they're the opposite ends of the spectrum, aren't they?
They are really, yeah. It's only a
100% alcohol.
It's a nudge to take it to completely alcohol free, and then of course, I mean, in terms of drinking it, you can drink as many as you want, then can't you? And still drive.
Yeah. And get a lot of CBD in at the same time.
But
anyway, look, I hope you found that in some ways slightly useful. I'm not sure what bit.
It is quite sweet, but it's actually tasty. Anyway,
go and have a look. Check the link out below.
And if you've got this far, can you subscribe? Give us a like, and then look out for when we interview Elliot.
And you might get some sense.
Get some sense. Yes, he'll put us right. Okay, till next time.
See you soon.
Bye.